What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know. Let me know. What is this? Oh, look at that. All right, you guys can hear me. Appreciate it. All right. So, good morning to everybody. Megan, Sharice, Andre, Twin Flames, Pinkerbell, Little Baby, Dee Dee, Demi, Mama V. Shout out to y'all for being here. We are getting ready to get into all of the things. All right. So we're going to get into just a recap because I know I had to end it yesterday, which they got out of court literally like 2 minutes after I ended yesterday. But give me 1 second. Let me add this to the screen. All right, shout out to y'all for being here, and let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to prolong it. I do today. I am gonna set a goal today for catch up. So we'll set a cash app goal today. That will be up on the. It'll be pinned to the top of the chat. You guys are not obligated to give anything. These videos, I don't get full monetization on these videos, and they're for multiple reasons. I think everything surrounding this kind of keeps you from getting full monetization. But again, you're not obligated to give anything. But if you'd like to contribute toward the goal, that would be great. Hit that like button. It is free. And give me 1 second, and we're gonna jump into it. Uh-oh, wait a minute, that's not right. All right, y'all. So let's get a recap in from yesterday. And then I'm gonna pin this. All right. So let's go ahead and get in this. Let's go ahead and read this. So here's what happened in court yesterday. Jane, one of Sean Diddy Combs' accusers, who is testifying under the alias, finished her direct examination this afternoon. She is scheduled to return to the stand on Tuesday for cross-examination. Shameful dark secrets. After Cassie Ventura filed her lawsuit, Jane testified that she told Combs that she felt that she had become a sex worker in my own relationship. Jane also testified that she never confided in anyone else about the hotel nights because it was a shameful dark secret. Which then I have to ask questions again because I'm kind of wondering. You said a rapper and his girlfriend, and you saw Anton there. Anton was having sex with a girl, and everybody was watching. So I don't know. You maybe didn't tell nobody what you was experiencing, but there were a lot of people that were experiencing what you were experiencing. That's for sure. A clean break around March of 2024. Combs suggested that he and Jane split peacefully, and he said he hoped for a clean break. He also notified his accountant, who pays her rent. Jane told Combs that she was still paying off debt from her being unemployed for 3 years while she was on-call party girl, and asked for 3 months before taking on the rent payments herself. Remember, Jane previously testified that Combs is still paying her rent. Lawyer fees. After Homeland Security conducted raids on Combs' residence in December of 2024, Jane testified that she tried to call Combs because Homeland Security left a business card for her. At some point after the raids, Combs hired an attorney or a lawyer for Jane, who she testified the same attorney representing her now, who Combs is still paying for her services. Surveillance video. Jane testified that she was at Combs' house when the CNN release of the Intercontinental Hotel surveillance video showing Combs assaulting Cassie Ventura. She and Combs didn't discuss the video in those first couple of days. Jane said that Jane said, but she never heard him deny it was him in the video. Well, how the hell could he? Jane testified that she consulted with Combs about the apology that he posted later. Jane testified about a fight with Combs after she confronted him about being with another woman on a family trip. She said that she pushed Combs' head into a marble counter and threw candles at him, but did not see any marks. Jane said that Combs then kicked her and picked her up in a chokehold and choked me. She said she said the fight escalated physically after that. Is this coercion? After the physical altercation, Jane testified that Combs instructed her to put on makeup to cover up her injuries and to take an ecstasy pill because he had invited the entertainer over. Jane said that she told him, "I don't want to," but Combs got closer to her face and said, "Is this coercion?" She testified that she eventually had sex with the entertainer while Combs watched. Jane testified that after Combs left, his assistant dropped off $10,000 to $12,000 in cash to pay both the entertainer for damages, the entertainer and for her damages to her home, which included 4 doors that Combs damaged during the altercation the night before. Shortly after, Jane said that she and Combs discussed the breakup and again the mutual friends. Jane testified that she and Combs continued to communicate up until his arrest. She said the last time she saw Combs in person was at his Miami home in August of 2024. When we were together, we were just we were just on our same routine, having sex and everything, she said. adding that entertainers were involved. Jane also testified that she appeared before a grand jury for this case in November of 2024, pursuant to a subpoena. When asked how she felt about Combs today, Jane said, "I just pray for his continued healing. I pray for peace for him." All right. The judge is back on the bench. The judge also denies the defense's motion for a mistrial. The defense submitted to move for a mistrial over the weekend. It was based on the testimony of Brianna Bongalongalonga, which defense attorney said was false. All right. The judge also denies the prosecutor's motion to recall expert witness Don Hughes for further expert testimony. Earlier in this trial, Hughes, a clinical forensic psychologist, testified in general terms about the behavior of people who are victims to DV, sexual assault, and traumatic stress. The judge is back on the stand, and I think I want to go over here. All right, y'all. I told y'all that Garregos, or however you say his name, that he was doing the cross examination. And so it's not much to catch up on. I mean, they just started not too long ago. All right. So let's get into it. Bring in Jane, then the jury. All rise. Mr. Garregos, you may proceed with cross examination. Jane, we met before. Then you stopped meeting with the defense. That was your choice, right? Correct. You're testifying against Mr. Combs, correct? I'm testifying against him? How many times did they prep you on how the cross-examination or how to be cross-examined at the trial? 2 or 3 times. Did you bring any other prosecutors to cross you? Yes. And they granted you immunity at the grand jury, right? Yes. You said that you had a regret about some of the choices that you made with Mr. Combs, correct? If you have it, I'd love to look at it with you. You chose to participate in that lifestyle for many years, and you did not want to break up with him, right? I did not want to. You had sex with other men for years. I resent the emotional control. I was hooked from the start. There was pressure to perform these. This is still her. Sorry. There was pressure to perform these acts my lover desired. The defense says you used the word partner again and again on direct. He was your partner? Yes. You said that you were having trouble answering for yourself why you had sex with these men. You said you've having trouble answering for yourself is why you had sex with these men. She says yes. Are you in therapy now? She says yes. You love Mr. Combs? I love to spend time with my partner. You wanted to cuddle with him, right? To give him foot rubs, you said. Objection to counsel making herself a witness. Doesn't look like. Hold on. I love to bathe him, and we watch his favorite show. What is his favorite show? A doggone corno? Which show is that? Dateline. Oh, I guess he was okay with it until he was on the not Dateline, girl. Lord help today. Did you believe that he was not doing this with anyone else during this time period? You look at his messages, right? Yes. He was vulnerable in those hotel rooms, and I shared that with him. It was conflicting. I was breaking all boundaries so that he would feel loved. This brought you you two together. Yes, the love making afterwards. That's why I enjoyed it. Girl, I did too. Little baby. Hey Mama Bees, hey Bama Girl, hey IPV. Shout out to everyone. Hey P2 Ross, Shay and Only Shay, FDR. What's up, Queen Sash, Tracy K. Calloway, Demi, Felicia. I see y'all. Sharice. I see y'all. What's up, y'all? um okay. All right. Let's go over to CNN because they had two updates. Two. Kicking off the cross examination of Jane, defense attorney Tini Gallegos established with her that they've met several times. Jane, one of Sean Diddy Combs' accusers, who is testifying under that name, and she also dated Combs from 2021 to 2024. Hold on one second, y'all. In 21 to 2024. Okay. Also acknowledged that she stopped speaking to the defense in April just before the trial, and she hasn't felt pressure by the defense. Jane also acknowledged that she feels her attorney, whose fees are Combs are covering, is representing her well, despite Combs being the prayer. Wow, isn't that something? Or the payer, I'm sorry. Jane has not seen or spoken to Combs since before his arrest last year, she testified. Defense attorney Tini Gallegos asked Jane if she regretted a lot of choices that she made throughout her relationship with Sean Diddy Combs. I resent him for leading me to the lifestyle he led me to, Jane testified. Gallegos suggested that Jane chose to participate in this lifestyle. My choices were made under a lot of emotional pressure, she said. Jane said that she was hooked from the beginning of their relationship, but that she didn't understand the terms and conditions of what their relationship would be like. All right. So that's the latest update with CNN. Hey, Amber. Hey, April. Hey, Ham Sandwich. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. All right. Um, all right, all right, all right. All right, let's go to Twitter. Grego says, you tried to be very sexy to him in those rooms. I think I was sexy in those rooms. Because you are a beautiful woman, did you choose the wardrobe? Initially, he did. He liked baby oil and it turned him on, right? She says, yes. Lord, they doing that slow walking. Slow walking, slow walking. Good morning, everybody, and I promise I'll probably be back in regular spirits here soon. I promise you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I'm kind of tired from like last night. We was on to midnight child. I still got to recap Housewives, the BET Awards, and Divorce Sisters. Your boy is gonna be busy. Um, That's why if somebody see fit to purchase lunch today, that would be great, honey. You know. Anyway, how old were you when you started your relationship with Mr. Combs? 35 mother trucking years old. So she ain't no 37 then. She ain't really 37 because if she was 37, nah, she had to be. If she was 35 messing with him, they've been messing around for about 4 to 5 years. She knocking on 39s, what it sound like to me. Interesting. Anyway, she said that they started their relationship when she was 35. What are examples of your fantasy? What are examples of your fantasy talk in those rooms? He would have me and the entertainer be in a role play, cheating role play that Sean left town. Girl, that's weird. Oh, she's 38. Um, that may be right, but if she started messing with him in 2021, she was 35, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Well, I guess 38, 39 is around the same. Whatever. Her birthday, I think, is February the 8th or something like that. February the 11th, February the 8th. I get her and Carisha Please mixed up. I was really curious about him and his obsession with Baby Roy. Yes, weird. Very weird. Hey, Miss Gina, I appreciate last night's entertaining combo. Yeah, we had a good time. The money led her to these choices from the very beginning when the terms of their relationship was set. Interesting. Okay, Miss Felicia. Hey, Jasmine, what's going on? Jane testified under cross examination that the resents the way that Sean Diddy Combs went about introducing me to this lifestyle that was built under a lot of emotional manipulation and pressure. But she also said that she still loves him. Defense attorney Teeny Gallegos took Jane through the routine after a hotel night that Jane previously described on cross examination. A hotel night. Jane has previously described where sexual encounters that are generally included or that generally included a male entertainer. Jane said that she's very um, naturally neutering, neutering. Anyway, girl, and love to take care of Combs after a hotel night. Yes, he was my baby, Jane said. She said that she'd give him foot massages, feed him, and bathe him. She'd put on his favorite show, which is Dateline, and they'd watch it until he fell asleep. Jane testified that she endured the hotel nights to have that time together afterwards. Jane testified that she didn't want Sean Diddy Combs to feel judged during the hotel nights because it was a very vulnerable moment. It felt like my partner was trusting me in a very vulnerable moment, and well, so he made me believe that this was something really special. This was something only he and I did, and I really took that on very strongly. She said. Jane said that she believed that while they were together, she was the only woman that Combs was having hotel nights with. You got to be nuts, girl. You can't. You can't have it all to think that you were the only person that had hotel nights. Here's the thing. How did you think you were the only person that had hotel nights when Diddy had these people on call? Diddy literally had these men on call. If they're on call, that means he's using them. You also knew he had other girlfriends. Again, what one man will do with you most of the time, especially when it's something like that, they're doing it to someone else as well. Come on now. Um, she said that she would go through messages on his phone to make sure. Jane testified that she felt loved at the time because we experienced these things together and because they were really special to him. And as time went on, it was very conflicting for me and internally because I'm breaking all of my own boundaries just to make him feel extremely loved, she added. How high were your heels? 6 to 7 inches. Usually I wear 3 or 4 inch heels. You wanted your child to be closer to your child's father, but did the father see the child? What does that have to do with this? Girl, you were the one who brought it up in this. You said, see, she can't be saying, what does that have to do with this? Girl, you are the same person who literally said that that you had a babysitter on standby. You volunteered that information. They didn't ask you that. So now you're gonna have to answer questions about your child. You shouldn't have brought that up. You should have volunteered that information. One thing that you always remember is don't give no information unless the folks ask you. Did I not tell y'all that the defense was going to use that? I told y'all they was gonna ask about her kid because she volunteered the information. She could have just said in the beginning that she had a child. She didn't have to go into detail about who watches the child, who, and then again, you in your initial testimony, that um you testified that you had a baby with somebody that didn't like Sean Diddy Combs. They was definitely bound to use that. Um, what does love look like to this chick? Child, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Uh-oh. Oh, thank you so much for your catch up, Miss Gina. I appreciate it. Okay. I'll do that later. That has nothing to do with me. And play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Listen. So that means we are already $20 away from our goal. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. And if y'all hear me go silent, y'all know I'm studying at the same time too. So um, you know, I'm trying to take care of my DonDons and make sure y'all good with this coverage. I know I said this morning I was really thinking about not doing it no more. Um, but y'all encouraged me to keep going. So we're here. We're here. We're here. Um, never watch award show. He low key but he was locked in last night. He laughed more than me. Yeah, we had a good time last night. I streamed the. We had a watch party for the award show. Um, I do know that we'll be watching Divorce Sisters. I just don't know. I'm hoping that we can do it tomorrow evening, and we may be able to do it tonight. I don't know. I'll let you guys know for sure. All right. So, um, Who you fly? Wait, I think this is supposed to say, did you fly weekly to Miami to see Mr. Combs? Jane says, sometimes, um, sometimes. And then Grego says, we listened to 5 voice notes in which Mr. Combs sounded angry, but he sent you thousands, right? She said, yes. Why did you feel that he was larger than life? A bright light. A bright light. Lord have mercy. Um, I had you up past your bedtime. Actually, P and 2 Ross, I am going to use this evening to study, but um, I'm going to use the second half of um the cross to do it, and then I'm gonna come back like later on and recap it. But yeah, I have a brief study group um that I'm doing later on this evening. So when we break for lunch, my lunch is gonna be pretty extended because I probably won't be back on until like 3:30. Um her son with a babysitter for 48 hours while she was in the but little baby, what was her son when she took that 9-day trip? That's the real question. Where was her son when she took the 9-day trip? So somebody had to stay with your son for 9 whole days because you were so ready to be laid up with Diddy. You didn't have a problem with that. All listen. Mm-mm. Protect these babies at all costs. You should have protected your son. Like, mm, mm, mm. And then the fact of the matter is that Diddy, and I'm not saying that he harms children. I'm not saying that at all. But look, think about it this way: if 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 he's paying the rent over there, $10,000 a month in rent, he's letting you know, like, yo, this is my house too. It's my house too. So help me understand, like, if he feel like this is his house too, then I wouldn't be cool with that. I wouldn't be cool with that because, again, this is my son and I'm trying to protect my son. Like, I would not be cool with that because he just popped up whenever he wanted to, beat on the door, talking about he shouldn't have to beat on the door because this is his place too. Like, girl, you, in my opinion, that type of stuff right there, you should have definitely been thinking about your son. And that's why if 50 Cent do troll, I mean, y'all, he technically got a reason when it comes to that child. She tried to say, "Oh, you were never there. You only seen him so many times." Well, what's the difference between you? Like, you know what I'm saying? You had him with a babysitter for 9 whole days while you was out getting your back beat in by the diddler and whoever else. So I just but let me not do too much for they say I'm um victim shaming child. Um Also, guys, if you guys didn't catch my live this morning, it was a very good vulnerable live. And I think everyone should listen to it. I really do. I think everyone should listen to it. So when you have a free moment, um, definitely listen to it. I'm gonna refer you guys at least for the next 2 days because I really do have to take this test, y'all. It's important. But at least today and tomorrow for the first half of tomorrow. So today I'll say we'll do the first half of the day. I'm gonna study, get my studying stuff on, and I'll come back this evening, and I may just do like a all together live where we talk about this and some other stuff, and then tomorrow for sure I'll be back in the evening time or in the after they get back from lunch. We'll be back over here, so we'll be back on track for sure by Thursday. We're gonna be back on track. And I appreciate y'all for understanding and being patient with me. But I will give you guys a list of YouTubers. Now listen. Y'all still dons at the end of the day, so don't. Y'all still dons at the end of the day, so don't be trying to go over there and forget about me and stuff. But you have attorney Simone Redwine, who is covering this. You have. Can I be nosy and ask what you're studying for? I am studying for my commercial. Um, should I be saying it with all these hateful people? I'm studying for a commercial exam, a commercial insurance exam. I'll just put it that way. Um, I don't know what I was saying before that. Well, it must have not been important. All right, let's see. All right, we still waiting on the update. Oh, that's what I was saying. Go over there. Just just while I'm absent, just treat it like like a substitute teacher. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go over there for temporarily, and then y'all come back over here on Thursday in full, okay? Y'all got me? Y'all ain't gonna leave me, is it? Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. Um, he introduced me to gospel. He had a favorite pastor he'd watch on TV. Hell, we know who the pastor is. And why did the government object to this? So we know he talking about TD Jakes, child. So he says, has that stayed with you? She says, yes. Do you watch the pastor today? Objection sustained. How much did he invest in your dress line? $20,000. Yeah, we definitely know that's TD Jakes, child. We definitely know that's TD. Thomas Dexter. Somebody said that Thomas Dexter was supposed to be testifying, y'all. I'm just gonna say I kind of doubt that. Um, he could testify, but shit, he got other stuff he need to be concerned about. Um, he need to be concerned about what's the man name? Dwayne Youngblood. That's what you need to be worried about, right? And coming home that looks like a tornado hit, like kick the doors down. Right. I feel bad for the baby. I'm interested in learning about her upbringing. Like, was it yeah, incredibly uh yeah, I agree, Andre, because she's giving me a little slow. I kind of wonder, you know, did she have both of her parents? Like how I'm with you on that one. How so? What was he going to witness to? Child, ain't no these people. They just be saying anything. Why I believe it when I see it. Yeah, I don't believe Jake's gonna be there, but who knows? Who knows? I will let you guys know also too. I do plan on filming a couple of recipes this week, so I got I got one for the enchiladas that I just made. I have one for some barbecue ribs and homemade barbecue sauce, and I have another video, so I need to work on it. Wait a minute, what did I miss? Who is slow? Who is missing their parents? No, we were. Andre was saying that she was interested in learning Jane Doe's background, but that's who we were calling slow. I don't have respect for it, and I don't care about the victim shaming. She should have protected her child. She has other care options for her child. Yeah, and like I said, she could have. She very well, while she was really trying to go in on 50 Cent last year, because y'all remember she was saying 50 Cent only saw the sun 2 times, and he don't do this and he don't do that. But one thing that clears every month is that child support check. That's what you failed to say. But not only that, how in the hell can you get on here and condemn him for not necessarily, so you say, being there for the child, but girl, you at freak offs every other night. Like, come on. And this is why I said that it was important that Diddy should have left when that girl went to hide in or behind the wall or whatever. I get it. She threw the first hit or she pushed him. She did whatever. But at the same token, that man should have left, because if 2 hours had went by and he witnessed, and see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The crazy thing is that she did say that. Well, when they asked her, did you use the funds that he gave you, because he gave her between $10,000 and $12,000. Some of it was to go to the male entertainer, and some of it was supposed to go to repair the doors and fix the doors and correct the doors on the hinges or whatever, or replace them. She said she didn't do that. She said she literally took the money to spend it on other bills. Well, she said bills, but uh, hopefully she ain't use it on nails and hair and all that mess. Let me see. I wonder if Diddy made her post that about 25 times too. Wonder if it will come up at all. It might. I wouldn't be surprised if he drags her back into court. Oh yeah, I said that the other day. I was saying, to me, child, he probably out there camping out, waiting. He talking about, bunk these electronic filings. I'll be down there to the courthouse. I know she was born in the Philippines, but she called herself bucking up in those texts at Puff, saying that she's from the Bronx. Girl, now don't be from the Bronx in the. I ain't condoning it, but don't do too much. Now, child. Okay, let's see. We got a couple updates on CNN. Okay, defense attorney Tini Guerrero suggested that Jane chose to take ecstasy during a hotel night because it made her feel in, inhabited, and always um and allowed her to play into Sean Diddy Combs' fantasies for several hours. Jane said that my choice was to take the ecstasy. I would say that Mr. Combs would offer me the ecstasy and expect for me to take it. When asked, Jane said that sexual encounters with or without entertainers usually involved role play with Combs. During a hotel night, Combs often directed her to play into a cheating fantasy with the entertainers, or with the entertainers, she testified. She said that Sean left town and I'm home alone with me and whomever. And that I'm sneaking in this entertainer, and it's just me and this entertainer. Fantasy talking about Sean is on a plane, and I couldn't wait to get this entertainer all along. Child, that child. Now wait a minute. Now I know people like, I ain't trying to police nobody in their bedroom or nothing like that. But when it come to role play and stuff, but isn't this a little awkward that you role playing about cheating on somebody that had multiple women? So you say, and you were okay with it. Yeah. When asked, Jane confirmed that Combs was aroused by giving direction to her and an entertainer during a hotel night. Well, it don't sound like it take too much to arouse him anyway, because he sound like he gets aroused by menses, what comes out of menses too. Anyway, defense attorney Tini Gallegos returned to some of returned to some of the item or to defense attorney Tini Gallegos returned to some of the times that Jane and Sean Diddy Combs would get in arguments and stop talking. We would get back because we missed each other, Jane testified. Jane confirmed that she wanted to be with Combs. So you would get back together with him on your own validation. And Gallegos asked that, and she responded with yes, child. Defense attorney Tini Gallegos asked Jane to talk about the things that she loved about Sean Diddy Combs. Jane said, um, Combs beamed a very bright light when he met her, or when she met him, and said, I was fascinated by him. Jane also testified that Combs, who she said was very motivating and encouraging, helped her be less shy and more confident. He would lift me up, Jane said. Yeah, multiple ways, what it sound like. Jane also confirmed that Combs supported her dress and swimwear fashion lines, and he invested about $20,000 in her dress lines, she said. Now I got one question. You had a dress line, mama, and did you use it? Did you use it? Do you still use it? Hey, Cassie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like, mm, okay, all right. Why did you join OnlyFans? If I could get off of it, I would. Financially needed. Mr. Combs gave you money throughout the relationship in 3.5 years. Does $150,000 sound right? I would assume. Mm, okay. Maybe they got receipts that we don't see, but and I'm not saying it's less than 150, but ma'am, again, I just feel like you less than smart because you should have been getting the 10,000, get you an apartment with all bills paid, and going on. But you chose to do other things too. You told the government that you gravitate toward providers. Uh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. The defense said you told the government that you gravitate toward providers. Yes, as a woman, I like that. You called the house our house. Later, I saw it was my house. No, it's still not your house, baby. It's still not your house, baby love. Yeah, I'm convinced you are slow. You thought it was important that his stuff or that his staff not know about the entertainers, right? Objection overruled, right? And that's a reason you go. That's that's a reason you go the house or to your house maybe. And that in a yard. Wait, and that's a reason you go to I think he missed some stuff there. um she said that is in a yard for your son. Oh, at the house. That's the reason that she got the house. There we go. Because I'm like, what in the heck? So she's saying that's the reason why you got the house, and you got the house for a backyard for your son. She said, can you say my child? Girl, they're painting her as a gold digger. Yeah, I told y'all that's what the defense was going to do. I told y'all the defense was going to literally have a field day with proving that she was a gold digger and that these she used she used a lot of things. And I said that yesterday. Dr. BB. I said she opened that door that they about to walk in, because had she not offered that information in the beginning, remember she kept saying, oh, I have multiple babysitters, and she kept elaborating on that stuff, and they wasn't even asking her questions about her kids or about her kid. You chose to answer that, and I immediately told y'all the defense is going to use that on her. And this is the third time that they done brought up a child. Child, please. Look, lady, this late in the game. Right. Can you just say my child? Well, at the end of the day, we know you got a child. And we know, like, yesterday, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, Tisa made me mad. I knew what she was trying to do, but I went over there to Tisa's live. She was like, y'all are way off. Y'all think the Jane Doe is this particular person. It's not this particular person. Girl, we knew who the Jane Doe was before 50 Cent even confirmed it. But he confirmed it and left some of them posts up. So, girl, you Tisa, stop the cap. Stop the cap, sis. She's like, y'all way off. Y'all don't even know. I don't even know who it is. It's not even a celebrity. Girl, cut the cap. But I knew what she was trying to do. She gave them the. Oh yeah, she did. She absolutely did. And again, I'm waiting to see if the defense is going to ask her about stealing Diddy from her friend. I really be I really be confused. Like, so if you think you steal your mate, do you think that your relationship is gonna be like successful? Do people think that in real life? Maybe I just don't know. But do people think that in real life? Like, if you out here, like let's just say, I'm gonna just use a couple people as examples, right? Well, I don't want to try to make y'all gay and then y'all mad or something like that, but I don't know if I got a man in here. But let's just say I'll use Tracy because she be talking about babe, right? So let's just say Tracy and Lil Baby was real good Judies, right? Or maybe they don't got to be real good Judies, but good friends, right? Lil Baby is already talking to Diddy, and then her Tracy come, and Tracy talking about I think he's a really dope guy, blase, blase, blase. And then you look up and you see Tracy, Lil Baby, you see Tracy that went over there and then got Lubby Dubby with Diddy or whoever. I don't even remember who I use as an example, but let's just say you over there, you get Lubby Dubby and stuff. Like, that shit is not regular. That's not regular. Who's out here doing that? It worked for Marjorie Harvey. Girl, I just think that is crazy. Like, who does that? But people do it. People do it. Cause didn't one of Diddy's sons also date Lori Harvey? Yeah, hoes do that. That's what I'm trying to get at. Hoes do it. Didn't one of Diddy's sons date Lori Harvey, or am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe not. My mom and my granny said, you don't bring a woman around your man and keep them out of your house. Yeah, I always heard that. I for whatever reason, girl, that stuck with me. That was your friends, man, and you went and you really like. Now I know you probably regret it, and you probably really be thinking like, damn, you know, damn, I tried to send, I stole him from her, and damn, look at what I got. And I'm not saying it is right on either end, right? But dang, technically, old girl dodged the bullet. Again, I don't know what her and Diddy did, and I don't know if she was like what happened before. But come on, bruh. She probably feel like she dodged the bullet. Um, the child is not a dog, and having backyard isn't more important to her than being raised in a healthy environment. Agreed. Hey, Melanin Beauty, Justin did. I thought one of them did. Um, and you don't be sharing information with your good girls about your husband or your men either. But maybe that's a southern thing. Uh Now it's probably the best practice. It's probably the best practice because you can't really trust people out here, and especially when it comes to your relationship. Yep, can't really trust people like that. Baby, we ain't got no update yet. Take your time. Don't rush. I think I'm singing them words wrong, but that's all right. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I like that song last night from the BET Awards. Whatever that young man name is. There's no time. Don't no rush. Mm. It was a couple of people last night that BET Awards. I ain't know who the hell they was. Who is you? Who your mama name is? Maybe I know your mama now. I don't know you. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see if we got another update. It doesn't look like it. Nope. 10 minutes ago was the last thing. Can you say my child? We can. Mm. Okay, let me see. YouTube. YouTuber. The YouTuber. Leon. There we go. Leon. I like him. I like Leon. That's how you know we start to ask questions. Okay. I know who the only reason why I knew who those people were last night, um, the majority of the people was because of the 106 in Park. And that was like what I grew up on. So Ashanti, all them, Sierra, Bow Wow. I kind of grew up on that era. Um, I remember y'all. I used to be a real big Bow Wow fan back in the day. I used to tell my mom all the time I wanted all his CDs. Give me all his CDs. I still bumps the Bow Wow. In reading about Jane, she had it going on until she met baby daddy. Really? Hmm. Yep. I used to love me some Bow Wow child. he entertained me last night. I actually think that the BET Awards, if I had to rate the BET Awards, I would give it an 8. And I will also say that it was probably one of the best BET Awards since pandemic has happened, honestly. Last year was a doozy. The year before that was a doozy. Hell, last year Sexy Red was throwing money at Dr. Bobby Jones. Hell, he was confused as hell as to what was going on. The year before that, it was a doozy. The year before that, it was a doozy. So I would honestly say that this probably was the best one that I've seen. Now, again, host wise, they could have found somebody else. Um, yeah, to me. Now you may hear other people say otherwise about the BET Awards, but I felt like it was the best one in a while. Kurt Franklin's performance was absolutely amazing. I don't like Tamar, but I appreciate. Now I do wish Tamar would have wore a different type of dress, but Tamar Jamal and Tamar Jamal and Mooney Long, how you say her name, and Glow's performance was good. I enjoyed Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole gave me old school with that hair. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And I really was fussing because I was like, y'all not gonna honor Angie Stone at all. And sure enough, while I was saying that, they did honor Angie Stone, which was what I could complain about them honoring her, but I'm just appreciative of her honoring of them honoring her anyway. Um, so yeah. Um, yeah, I didn't like that dress. I ain't like that dress. When did Kirk perform? He performed at the end. He closed it out. Yep. He closed it out. It was pretty cool. But Kevin Hart, yeah, he's not funny to me. His jokes just was like, and you know what's crazy? I saw people in the audience really giving him eyes, like they was like, "You is not funny, dog." What's going on in the courtroom? Come on now, we need some more tweets. What's going on over there? But yeah, overall, I think it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I do wish we could have. I do wish. I do wish AJ and Roxy would have been there to complete the 106 and Park host. That's all you needed was AJ and Roxy. Roxy, I think what I read is that she had a prior engagement, and then AJ was supposed to be there, but he something happened with his flight. Yeah, something happened with his flight, so he couldn't be there. But it was a good show overall. Like I just, I love me some Glorilla, honey. I love me some big Glow, but I was very shocked to see Glow and Kirk win the Gospel Award. Well, I'm not shocked. I was more like, whoa, her first BET award, she won a Gospel Award, and that's not even her realm that she's in. But shout out to Glorilla. Like a win is a win, and she did absolutely win that award. I thought that was dope. But yeah, they could have found somebody else to host. Hell, I could have hosted it and probably been better than Kevin Hart. Hell, shit, DJ could have hosted it and been better. It'd have been better than Kevin Hart to me. Kevin Hart was just not funny. His jokes just do not land. I don't think I laughed one time when he did when he made the joke about Kirk Franklin twerking on the stage. That was the only thing that was funny to me because that is absolutely true. Kirk Franklin is always in trouble because they say he twerked. I ended up dozing off on the show. Yeah, a lot of people was like, "I gotta check out. I'm getting sleepy." What's up, Terry? Hey, Symmetry. Hey, everybody. What's up, y'all? Let's see if we got some more tweets. It don't look like it. What's going on? Yeah, I wonder what's going on around there. I'm glad the artists covered up more. Yeah, they did. I ended up okay. I read that. I ended up dozing off. Don't do the sex symbol like that. Listen, I love me some Kirk. I love me some Kirk. Y'all already know that. I was so appreciative of him getting his flowers. I love when people pay homage to him. But y'all know he be twerking. And people around there in Jamaica threatened to file a lawsuit because they say he was twerking down to the concert. You enjoyed the I did too. I did too. They definitely on a long break. Any yeah, I got a notification. She been live for a minute. I got a notification about an hour ago that she was going live. Um yeah, I know why Tisa is doing what she's doing. Um I know she's doing it number one to cover herself, and then number two, for it to stop. Well, I don't know why she necessarily said that because then that made people in the comments start guessing who it was. And yeah, that's why I was like, oh, I don't think she should have done that either, because now they about to start guessing who it is. Uh how you gonna sue for the man for twerking? That what they was gonna do over there. They showed threatened to sue him for he had to give an apology over there to them because um they did absolutely threaten to sue him. I can't remember what they threatened for, but they did, sure did. Some kind of Jamaican festival. And you know what's crazy? How in the hell can y'all sue him when Jamaicans? That's how Jamaicans dance. Jamaicans get it in. They be dirty whining and everything. You know, blup blup blup, boom blup. You know, Jamaican Jamaicans do all the things. So I thought that was crazy when they threatened to sue him. Now, please don't get me wrong, because I love my Jamaicans. Um, Speaking of Jamaicans, y'all, I want some oxtails so bad. Oh Lord, bless me indeed, enlarge my funds so that I can get some oxtails. Put some oxtails together. I think I deserve some oxtails. Ooh, oxtails. um, yes, I deserve some oxtails. Oh, y'all talking about when I say they dirty whining? They do. They be dirty whining and they be blup 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 bumba clup. Baby, how y'all mad at that man for over there twerking? Y'all, boy. I follow this one man, y'all. Ooh, he fine, but he straight, but he a foreign man, and he be doing the dancing and stuff, and I be like, oh, hey, he twerking and going on, child. Yeah. I want oxtails. Yes, oxtails, rice and peas, and cabbage. There's a place here in Dallas, y'all. I cook my own oxtails before I. Now the place is good. The place is good. If you ever want some oxtails or some Jamaican food, it's called Elaine's, and it's in South Dallas. Okay, it's called Elaine's. Don't get it mixed up with the Southern restaurant Elaine's. This is the Jamaican restaurant. So when you Google it, Google Elaine's Jamaican restaurant in Dallas, South Dallas, and it's gonna come right up. And baby, when I tell you they give you a good size. I mean, they give you a good portion for the price. I think is the small plate is I want to say $18 of oxtails, and the small plate is still pretty large. You can eat on it probably twice in a day. Um, and the large plate is probably $28 or something like that. So it's priced pretty well considering how expensive this stuff can be. But yep, if y'all ever don't say I ain't do nothing for y'all, don't say I ain't never do nothing for y'all. It's another place. What's the other place called to my Dallas natives? What's the other place called? The Island Spot. The Island Spot, in my opinion, they don't give you enough food. Yep. They do not give you enough food over there at the Island Sports. Yes, the Southern Elaines, their oxtails um are too salty. Yeah, I don't really like that. I don't like that. I don't like that Elaine's. I don't even like they breakfast. I remember one time I went on a date to that place. I ain't never been back since. That food was not good. That food was terrible, actually. And I don't say that about a lot of food because I know how this industry can be, but that food was terrible. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Okay, so defense attorney Tini Gallegos showed the jury text messages and audio messages between Jane and Sean Diddy Combs from March of 2023, right after the Turks and Caicos trip. She previously testified, so I'm assuming that inner city press is having some issues. But anyway, she previously testified that during the trip, Combs sprung an entertainer and a hotel night on her, prompting an argument that threw things off between them for days. The two traded loving text messages and voice messages about how much fun that they had had. In Combs' voice note, she said, or he said that he loved her. Combs also mentioned that Jane's contract on audio recording, which Jane testified was in reference to the love contract they just brokered, which led to Combs renting um $10,000 per month home for her. So wait a minute. I'm trying to understand something. So the contract was based off of the rent, or was she getting $10,000 on top of him paying for her rent? I wonder. I wonder. Hmm. Okay, but anyway, the jury heard an upbeat recording response that Jane sent to Combs telling him that she had so much fun on the trip and loved him and felt closer to him. She said on the recording, "Everything just feels good. I'm so happy." Jane testified that she did have fun with Combs and was expressing that she loved the time with him, excluding the time that she spent with entertainers. Child, I wonder. Um, Hell, he told Cassie that right. This man, he just said that just to be saying it because ain't no way. And folks really lining up Suddenly Lane. Um, I'm look good look. Yeah, y'all gotta try the Jamaican Elaine's. That other Elaine's, it ain't it. I promise y'all it's not. and they too damn high for no reason. Well, if we make our goal today, I can whip up some oxtails. If we make our goal today, I can whip up me some oxtails. No, chef, the 10K a month for rent is the 2023 contract. We don't know how much she got before that. Well, she tried to get $15,000 from this man, and he said 10. That's very interesting. But that 10,000 keeps. I don't know. Ain't no telling what she was getting before that. But she said on average, or when the defense said on average, you get $150, $150,000 a year. And she said if you know, so I mean, no, she said 150,000 over the 3 years. That's what she said. My bad. One of them places I don't like. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't really care for. Okay, I don't have a problem making like some southern oxtails with gravy and all of that, but I prefer to make mine the Jamaican way. Yeah, with my browning sauce, all my peppers and onions, and my habanero, my bell peppers, all that good stuff. That's how I prefer to make mine. I know some people, they do like it with like a home style gravy, kind of like a gravy you put on your mashed potatoes and stuff. I don't they okay like that, but I prefer them the Caribbean or Jamaican way. And give me some give me some rice and peas, some candy yams, and some greens or some cabbage. Yup. However you see fit. Oh, you making yours on Sunday? Child. Well, I think I'm gonna do some oxtails, twin flames. That's what I think. That's what I think I'm gonna do. And film a video on me making the oxtail. Okay, there we go. I had to plug this phone up before it dies on me. Jane confirmed that when she moved into her rented home in April of 2023, Combs paid $40,000. Combs paid $40,000 up front to cover the security deposit and the rent for the first month and the last month. Defense attorney Tini Gallegos pointed out that the landlord already possessed several months of rent payments in case that Combs ever decided to stop paying for the rent. Gallegos suggested that Combs indicated that he was also open to paying 3 months of rent for Jane when they were broken up. Gallegos asked Jane if she ever believed that Combs would stop paying her rent. There were some times that I definitely felt that he would do that, Jane said. And used he used it kind of as a little tool. The rent was always just like a reminder. Oh yeah. I would get my I'm gonna get my oxtails from the butcher shop. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. I remember I also made I also made some oxtail quesadillas. They was good. Everybody loved them. People who don't even like oxtails like them. Um. So Jane, why didn't you get a place that you could afford? Right. 40. He had the upfront $40,000. So really, basically, this man has a right to say that that's his house. Not only did he pay $40,000, he also paid for your furniture. He paid for your moving truck. He paid for everything. Especially when you already get 7,000 a month in child support. Mm, mm, mm. I'm telling y'all them gold digging ways. Them gold digging ways. That's what they'll do to you. Mm, mm. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but yes, I am. Oh my God. Nene and Angela together. Hey, 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 I love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see it. Um my sunshine has come. Mm. And there's no more in this cloud. I miss Angie Stone. But did she do this with this wait, but did she do it with all this money? I don't know. Yeah, sweet Jane, I like mine like that too. Put some carrots and celery and all that stuff up in there, some thyme, some garlic, some onion. And I'm all cried out. There's no more rain. Man, she is definitely missed. That is your soror. That is definitely your soror. Also too, guys, if you are interested, if you haven't caught the video, I did do some recent commentary on the Shanquilla Robinson story, so that we can, so that people won't be out here spreading misinformation, because that's what they're doing, spreading a lot of misinformation, a lot of misinformation. Anyway, and with that being said, I wanted to make sure that we got out the true facts about what is currently going on. So if you have not checked out that video, please check it out. Please, please check it out. Okay. Child, what is this? Oh yeah, I miss Angie. Angie was amazing. I told y'all, uh, my sister had a two-door Pontiac Grand Am. It was red, and the AC did not work worth a damn. And I never will forget. When we used to have to drive, go pick up my auntie and my cousin from um from work. We used to ride down the highway with the windows down. Ride down the highway with the windows down, listening to Angie Stone. Mm-hmm. Sure did. That was a time. What is going on with the courts today? Oh, I don't know. What is popping with the court? With the courts? Y'all, it looks like we are about $20 away from our goal. So if you see fit to bless the platform, um, and we're gonna use that $20 and we're going around there to get us some oxtails, and we're going to technically they ain't on no break. I don't know, something must be going on with inner city press. But um what was I saying? Oh, we are about $20 away from our goal, and baby, we're going straight to the scroll and getting us some oxtails. I love time fighting temptations too. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Not if you go to the butcher shop. And honestly, it's just me here. Um um my my brother is on the road going out of town, and nephew's with them, and so it's just me, honey. So I'm okay. Brittany, that's what I used to do before I came over here on YouTube. I'm not interested in it anymore though. I'm not interested in it anymore. Too much work. Too much work, and too many people lie and do too much. One of the reasons why I stopped doing my catering business is because what people used to do a lot is I used to use Square as a platform, for my invoices and stuff like that. And people would report. I will never forget, y'all. I had quoted somebody for a wedding about $5,000. They ended up paying their deposit, and y'all, they told a bank that they did not sign a contract or anything. I sent over to their bank proof of the contract, and do you know that the bank still denied it and fought for them and said that it was fraudulent, child? So I've been through my things when it comes to catering. I remember one time I provided some meal preps. They paid, used Square invoice to pay, honey, and then they went and disputed it with their bank. And I'm gonna tell you, at that time, I didn't know that there was a thing that you could do to kind of block that from happening. Um, I still forget to this day what that's called, but you could block that from happening. But back then I didn't know that. And every time that I would file, the dispute, file the paperwork of the contract that they signed or whatever, their bank would still rule in their favor. And it pissed me off. So I really just listen, I love cooking. I love, being a chef. I love doing that stuff, but I'd rather be a private chef and cook private meals rather than being out catering for large groups. Yeah. Yeah, people are so nasty um with that type of stuff. I never want to go back down that road. So I prefer uh to cater for small groups, like a small brunch group or a date night, or something like that. That's what I prefer to do it for. Hey, Uncle Jay, what's going on? Yep, they did it to me. They did it to me. They did it to me. They got me good. They got me good. They got me good. But like I said, I didn't know at the time that there's a way that you can fix that, because several people was doing it, and people know if you're in business. People know if you're in business, people do that. If there's any type of service and good for you to deliver, people will lie and say that they never got it, and you like, girl, we got pictures together, we got everything together to prove that this happened. So yeah. So do we email you? Um, Oh yeah, you can always send me an email. You can always send me an email. I only want you to cook 2 times. The rest of the time you rolling with us. Yeah. If you just email me, I've done that too. Where someone hired me. I went on the vacation with them, and I cooked for them the entire time I was there. I didn't stay at the cabin that they had. They gave. I mean, they got me a hotel room. Um, they got me a hotel room, but that's something I enjoy doing versus catering for large groups of people. I just ain't interested anymore. So yeah, you can. Oh, thank you, Tracy. You can shoot me an email anytime, child. Anytime. I want to know what's going on over there in the courts. I'm gonna see. Is Twitter tripping? Now, Twitter did do this last week. Nope, this was the last time he posted 31 minutes ago. Hmm. I don't know what's going on. Well, I mean, since we're just here, um, so I have a hypothetical question. Okay, this is a hypothetical question, right? Let's just say that your boy was out here interviewing people boots on the ground. Who would y'all want to see me interview with? Now, don't talk about girls that you know cost a whole lot, but who would y'all like to see me talk to? Let's say that. Who would y'all like to see me talk to? Um, just kind of drop some people. Uh, Chef, do they have to hide they man you going to be like Jane? They ain't got to do that. It is time for me and Scotty to do another sit down. It is time for me and Scotty to do another sit down. I actually, it's crazy that you said Scotty because I just told Scotty the other day that, well, it's probably about a week or two ago. I told him that it's about time for us to do a sit down conversation. I would love to sit down with Mims. Tracy, I'm gonna block you. Tracy, I'm gonna block you. I would love to sit down and talk to Mims. I really do like Mims. I really do. Like Mims, I think is really cool. Pam, yes, Pam is another great person. Queen Sheba. Um, everybody except for that name Claudia Jordan. Tracy know how the hell I feel about that lady. And she over here trying to start stuff. She over here trying to start stuff. She know good and well I can't stand that lady. And that lady said that she scratched my name off the chef's list. She said, "Well, your name is not on no longer on my chef's list." Girl, why was my name even on there? Girl, I can do you a favor and I can scratch it off for you. Cause is you crazy? Mims is fine. Now that's one thing we can agree on. Mims is fine, honey. But he also seems to have just a really dope, inviting, and welcoming personality. And ever since I met him, he's just been real cool. Um, oh baby, that would baby. If I listen, hell, Nene could text me and I'd be grinning like an old punk directing the choir, honey. But no, that would be fun. That would be fun to talk to Nene. Because y'all know how much I love Lanithia Monique Leaks Johnson. Johnson Leaks, my bad. Uh I would love to do a sit down with Armand. Armand is really dope. I would love to sit down and pick his brain. Um Who dramatic? I am Queen Tori said, "OMG, she's so dramatic." Who you talking about? um, she gonna rub her feet on you, Chef. No, she better not. She better keep them claws over there where they belong. That's somebody I just do not fool with. But it goes to show you though, y'all. Like I agree with her on some things that she said about housewives, and crazy part about it is, again, I can't stand her. Oh, Maddie would always be great, but Maddie costs coins, big coins. Maddie cost them coins, honey. Okay, let me see. See, I know Mims from before he started YouTube. We used to be with the CC that stopped doing YouTube. That's how I met Mims. Yeah, Mims is dope. Yes, Armand would be amazing. Yeah, I would love Armand. I think me and Armand would have a key. Me and Armand will probably have the key of our life. Like, I do believe he would be a key for me. Yeah, so I told you guys that I'm trying to go to higher places and things like that. And with that being said, I want to sit down and talk to some of these people. But yeah, y'all can expect me and Scotty pretty soon. Since y'all said that, I think, how about with Mims, we wait until we get a verdict for this Diddy trial. Same with Mims and Armand. I'm sure I can reach out to both of them. I have more of a communication with the Mims than I do with Armand. No King Jobs. Nope. I don't like King's Jobs. He like to throw a lot of shade and then pretend like he not throwing shade. So no, I'm good on King Jobs, honey. Um, you prefer Maddie without Craig? There are a lot of people that unfortunately don't really care for Craig. I don't have a problem with Craig, but there are some people that don't care for him. I be feeling so bad that Mims goes through so much. Yeah, a lot of good people with big hearts. Sometimes they go through it, and I hate to see it too. It's some people when you see them go through stuff. I don't know if it's because you think that they're so strong, or I don't know, but it feels like, I don't know. Mims just feel like that person that like when he be saying he going through something, I be wanting to go hug him right away. I be wanting to go hug him. Um, yep, and he still shows up. Yep. Yeah, some people don't like Craig. Some people don't like Craig. I don't have a problem with Craig at all. But y'all know I love Maddie down. I love Maddie down. Um, yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with Craig um at all. Listen, I wouldn't make it both you and Armand together. The tears would be rolling. Man, I think me and Armand would definitely be a key. A key. Just because of his personality and how he is. So yeah. Tasha who? Tasha who? Tasha who? I know you're not talking about Tasha K. I know you're not. I know you're not talking about no damn Tasha K, honey. Let me say it like our mind be saying. Are you talking about Tasha K? Are you talking about Tasha K? Because you know good and well, girl. uh-uh. Uh-uh. I'll tell you right now, no. Hell no. Uh-uh. Not no Tasha K. A lot of people be like, "Y'all should get Tasha K her props because she paid away." Well, listen, I don't got no props to really give her. Be honest, I'm just saying she ain't paid my way. I didn't really know much about Tasha K until all that Cardi B stuff started happening. Hell no, no Tasha K for me. He be like Tasha K. It's a no for me with that one. Um, well, okay, so P and Two Ross, that's where we differ. I don't if he has an issue with YouTubers that I'm cool with, like and I know who you're talking about. Well, at least two of the ones that you're talking about. Here's my thing with King Jobs. So King Jobs and I don't really have beef. I just stopped fooling with King Jobs back when that Juanita Bynum situation happened, when that young man said that Juanita Bynum stole his money and didn't show up to his birthday party. One of the things that irritated me about King Jobs was he was on every social media post talking real bad and grimy. And y'all know I don't care for Juanita like that. But he was talking real bad and grimy about Juanita, and he got upset because I said that him coming out saying that Juanita didn't show up and took that man's money should have been just as loud when she did pay him that money back and she apologized. And so he was upset because he said that he didn't ever call my name, but I knew exactly who he was talking about. He was upset about the fact that I said that him coming out saying that she paid the money should be just as loud as you spreading the fact that she walked off with the money or whatever. And so he was upset about that. I don't give a damn. I stand 10 toes on that. I felt like when she when she did what she did after she paid, you should have told her. Like, I mean, you should have told everybody. You were so busy trying to really dig into everything. I mean, he was just posting on all the social media platforms. I shared it. I reshared it on. I want to say I reshared it here on YouTube, and that's kind of how he started throwing shade after that. I didn't really give a damn. I don't give a damn. What I said was factual. Like, I don't like her, and right is right and wrong is wrong. And when somebody is wrong, and you come out here and you tell everybody they're wrong, when they make it right, I think you should be just as loud. So, I mean, if you got upset about that, you just got upset about it. I don't care. But that's just how I felt. Like, just be honest. And everybody know how I feel about Juanita. So that's why he was upset. Now back to the point of, we'll talk about this in just a second, but back to the point of him not liking people that I see. There's a lot of people who will block you, who will, because I got blocked by several people because of, I guess, my association with people. Listen, I don't have no issue with these people, and I don't really hold, like, I don't know. I'm very different. Like, you can I can have an issue with somebody and you could be my good friend and you could still fool with that person. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, well, because I'm not friends with such and such, you shouldn't be friends with this person. I'm not that type of person. Like, I think that's real childish. I really do. Because again, just because I have an issue with a person doesn't mean that the next person should have to have an issue or needs to have an issue with the person. And so I don't operate like that. I've gotten blocked. I've gotten like, people don't want to fool with me, I guess, because again, like I said, of who I'm associated with or who they see me communicate with in public with. But I think it's childish. I think people are like weird to be doing shit like that. It don't get that deep for me. Like, it really don't. It don't. All right, let's get into this. Um Yeah, a lot of people have blocked, and just because I don't have any communication with them, I never talk to them on a level like that. And then once I realized I stopped seeing their stuff like on Instagram or different stuff like that, I found out I was blocked. And I'm like, we ain't even had no talk, no conversation, no nothing. And then when I look up, I realize that they are beefing with somebody that I'm cool with. And I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with y'all beef, but whatever. If you feel like blocking me, block me then. Shit. I mean, what I'm gonna do about it? All right, let's get into it. So Combs talked early of a polyamorous dating, but I wanted him to be mine, Jane said. Okay, so let's get into it. Oh, I damn sure ain't interviewing Sherelle and her. I was about to throw the maddest shade ever, but that's a no go for me. Um, describe describing a time when Jane still was getting to know Sean Diddy Combs. She testified that she was with him in Miami before he bought her a pair of shoes, uh, Bottega Venta, a Bottega Venta bag, and a bracelet. During that trip, he explained to her that he led a polyamorous dating lifestyle, that he lived one. Jane said that she had, sorry, Jane said that she didn't mind it at first because they were getting to know each other, but it became difficult once she had deeper feelings for Combs. I was feeling my man and wanted to be with my wanted him to be mine. Jane also said that she felt that there was an imbalance in their treatment that she got from Combs in comparison to how he treated his other girlfriends. Girl, the main girlfriend he treated like shit. He beat her like a rag doll. Oh girl, now they brung Young Miami up. That's Young Miami's name. Jane said that it became difficult for her when Sean Diddy Combs started spending time with Young Miami. Shout out to Thais, because when Thais says Miami, Young Miami about 6 months to a year after they began dating. Combs and Young Miami had a very public relationship that appeared to be monogamous, and would post each other on their social media. But Jane said that her relationship with Combs is very private. I was definitely not. It was definitely not something that I signed up for, is what she said. Okay, we got another little thing update. Yeah, I'm assuming Inner City Press tweets is acting up. On their first trip to Turks and Caicos, James suggested that Sean Diddy Combs go to a rehabilitation center in Thailand when she realized how the rugs was making him act, honey. On the flight to Turks and Caicos, she noticed his shaky hands, eyes, teeth, and coloring seemed off. She said, "Girl, I tell, I could tell he wasn't taking very good care of himself." James said. Defense attorney Terry Garego suggested that Jane knew that he was a rug addict from early on. Child, we got another update. They taking a quick break. Um, yep, Young Miami finally got brought up, honey, by name. My sunshine has come, and there's no more rain in the cloud. No, 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 no. No, my sunshine has come. Okay, let me see. Oh, did y'all get y'all some watermelon? Oh, baby, let me tell y'all. Y'all can't say I ain't never told y'all nothing after I tell y'all this, right? And I appreciate y'all because y'all brightening up my spirits because I was a little low this morning. So, um, the best snack, if you like watermelon, get you some watermelon and get you some lemon. Squeeze you some fresh lemon. Squeeze you some fresh lemon over there on that watermelon. You gonna get your life. Is you will get your life. Is is well, I don't really like the tahini seasoning, but yeah, that I have heard that that's good on there with some of that lemon juice. I have heard that. I don't I don't really like that tahini mess. There used to be oh Lord, Simon has been deported back to Nigeria, child. Well, Portia, can't you go over to Nigeria and get him to sign some paperwork? Mm. I know a lot of people like the tahini or whatever, and at one of my jobs, we used to have, or I'll just go ahead and say it because I don't work there no more. But at Liberty Mutual, they had a fruit bar. And you used to get the Mexican like fruit cup, um, and they would want to put the tahini on there. I'd be like, baby, I just want to eat the fruit bar with some lemon juice, honey. hmm But that lemon juice on that watermelon is so refreshing, so refreshing. Okay, so he was released from ICE detention, and now he goes back to Nigeria. Interesting. Um, I probably won't try this, but Twin Flames just gave y'all another recipe. Twin Flames, shout out to you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I really do. She said, wait a minute. I'm trying to hit the okay. She said, put salt and vinegar seasoning from Buffalo Wild Wings on your watermelon. Well, daughter, I'm at the pass on that one. I'm at the pass on that one only because I do not like nothing salty on my watermelon. I don't like. Now I'm from the country. I'm from the country, and typically around here they put salt on a watermelon. That is horrible. Who who told y'all that we over here eating watermelon and you could put some salt on it? You gonna get your pressure high and stuff like that. You don't even put no salt on no watermelon, honey. Eat that watermelon without that salt. I know a lot of people like salt on their watermelon though. Um, it should be a similar. I'm telling you, Andre. It okay. Watermelon with lemon almost tastes like. This sounds crazy, but like a sweet type of lemon water. Like I promise you, it don't even not. It's not even what y'all think. It's not even what y'all think. Somebody asked yesterday, "Is that not too tart?" I promise you, it ain't. I sat up here. I sat up here last night because I was watching the award show like everybody else. I sat up here last night and ate a whole tub of watermelon. And uh nephew coming in here, he wanted some. I had about 4 pieces left. I sure wanted to be greedy and eat all 4 when I gave it to him. I gave them to him. My mother does that. It's weird to me, but I like the tahini, which is weird. Yeah, I don't like salt on my watermelon and stuff. I don't. Same person who told you to eat pickled okra. Okay, first of all, I feel judged now. I feel judged. And you know what? I ain't asked nobody to contribute to the pickle okra fund in a minute, okay? But I had some. I might have finished that jar yesterday. But I'm not the only one that loves them now. I am not the only one that loves my pickle okras. I feel judged, honey. The people are judging me, and I like pickle okras. Dude. Baby, and I love them when they're ice cold, honey. When they're ice cold, they're the best. I am very country. I am very, very country. There's not much I don't eat. I don't eat liver and onions. I don't eat pig's feet. I don't eat the halls, malls, and all of that shit. I don't eat all that. That slavery food. I don't really eat that. Sorry if that offends anybody, but I don't really eat that. I do eat chitterlings, but I only eat them one time a year, and I have to clean them myself. So no, don't come over here talking about you eating Wanda's chitlins. I'm not, cause hell no. And I'm also not eating behind nobody that's sitting up saying. I'm not also not eating behind nobody that sit up and say that they got their own Thanksgiving seasoning. I'm good. So yeah, again, there's not much that I don't eat. I've never been deemed as a picky eater. Yeah. We probably are really country, but I do feel like Southerners eat different from people upstate. I kind of do think we're a little bit different. That city life and that country life is a little different. First, you gotta say it right, Terry. You gotta say it right. You gotta say you gotta say your own organic sugar. you gotta say you gotta say your own organic sugar. How the hell I'm gonna interview Bishop Bling? You think I'm going down there to the jail? Uh-uh. how I'm gonna go down there? She talking about interview. She talking about interview Bishop Bling. How? How? I don't even want to write the man. Don't go down there to the penitentiary. Yeah, we do eat different here. We do. I agree. Call them, child, so that thing can say, you only have 1 minute remaining. Don't do me. My mama from Mobile, Alabama, and my dad is from Midway, Florida. Summers were terrible. Ooh, y'all probably ate some of everything, huh? Did y'all ever have an auntie or somebody that kind of like held y'all hostage about? Okay, so back in the day, my mama used to work at a bank, and I could either go to her sister's house, I could go to my grandma's house, which was her mom. I didn't like going over her sister's house because her sister's house was always gonna make some nasty breakfast, and she always wants you to eat everything, and you couldn't get up from the table until you ate everything. I hated it. Oh, baby, when I tell you, I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. She used to mix cream of wheat and malta meal together, and she used to make us eat it, and it was so nasty. Oh, it was nasty. Now to this day, I'm not a picky eater. I promise you, I'm not. Hell, when somebody can't cook, they can't cook. She can't cook. She just didn't have. She didn't have what my grandmama gave everybody else. She could not cook. And tell me somebody who mixing damn malta meal and creamy wheat together, and we sit up talking about eating their food. That was terrible. She used to burn up toast. She used to give us hot dogs for breakfast. I hated going to her house. I promise you I did. I hated it. Oh, I hated it. And she had a dog. And when after she realized that her kids wouldn't even eat her food. After she realized that her kids was feeding the dogs, she used to put the dog up. Cause baby, we used to pass that dog everything from up under that table. That dog would burp. He was so full. I hated going over there. I did. I hated it. Um. Um. Okay. I no shade. I am Queen Tori. I don't really fool with that person at all. So I'm pretty sure that's why I might have deleted your comment. I don't fool with her. I didn't like it. I don't that it was nasty. It was nasty. It was so nasty. So nasty. She just everything she made. Like, why is you burning up hot dog and then want to turn around and get mad at us because we don't want to eat it? Why? And I'm not even talking about like no grill hot dog, where you don't mind it being a little burn. We're talking about her slicing and dicing it up and then putting it in the skillet and burning this shit. How? How you burn a toast and put some jelly on it? Ma'am, I can still taste the burn. And you talking about put some jelly on it. And she didn't even have regular jelly. She has sugar-free jelly. You know, that gone well. All these kids up in this house, don't nobody want no, don't nobody want no, don't nobody want no sugar-free jelly. Um, I got my watermelon for $4, $4.22 to be exact. Mm-hmm. $4.22. My sunshine has come. All right, y'all give me just a minute here. Give me a minute. Um, all right. I got some kind of like message on my laptop. Y'all, I'm just gonna pray that one day I'm gonna get me a new laptop because, baby, this over here is foolishness. Every time I turn around and talk about your memory full, this is full, that's full. I got so many flash drives and all kind of child. I natty. I don't salt on a watermelon. Let me get going. Errands to run. Only day off. I'm still listening. Okay. Be careful out there. My watermelon has to be cold. Don't give me no room temperature watermelon. Oh yeah, me either. Do y'all make pots of beans, northern and cornbread. I do like great well, it just depends on what beans you talk about. I like red beans. I like great what's the I like butter beans. I like the great, is it great northern beans? Whatever they call. Um yeah, I like beans. I like beans. I have been putting limit on my watermelon since you told us last year. And ain't it good, Bama girl? Ain't it good? I'm telling you, one of the best snacks. One of the best snacks. I really want to know what is going on in the courtroom today. It seemed like they are running very slow. Jane is back on the stand though. Okay, let me see. I grew up on all kinds of beans. If we don't have nothing else, beans and cornbread. Absolutely. Terry, I am not sure what his prices are this year. However, his watermelons has seeds. My mother is from down south, and I was told that watermelon without seeds are GMO. Yep. Um, Funny story. Last week, I accidentally bought sugar-free syrup, and my daughter asked me what it was. She said, "Mama, that stuff looked like glue. Are you mad at me?" I don't know. It's something about that sugar-free syrup. It look molasses like. It looked terrible. I don't want sugar-free nothing. Now I do drink the simply zero or whatever it is, the zero lemonade was not have sugar in it. That lemonade is still good. Has anyone told her she can't cook? Who? My auntie. That lady knows she can't cook. My mama and them. One thing about my mama and all of her sisters, they never held back from each other. She tell her all the time, "You can't damn cook." Yeah, I think growing your own everything is needed at this point because see, if I didn't have dogs, I really would probably have started a garden already, but I don't really know how I'm gonna do it because maybe they could be ruthless sometimes. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying they're dogs, so they don't know no better. And I don't need them down there in my I mean in my greens and cabbages and stuff like that. I do follow a lot of people who do grow their own stuff. I do like YouTube channels like that. Like I follow this lady, or I'm sorry, I follow this couple. It's a man and a woman. The lady does more, but the man, he also does too. He, I want to say maybe last week they're doing like this experiment on cabbage, and I thought it was like really cute. So I like to see people gardening and growing their own things. I have a cousin who his whole backyard um is literally garden. Now, if he didn't live about an hour and 15 minutes away from me, I would stay over his house back there in that backyard getting some of that stuff. Cause he got everything back there. And when I say everything, I mean everything: tomatoes, cabbage, greens, uh whatever you could think of, he got it out there. Strawberries, everything. Let me see. I built my own garden containers. First time I saw my dog jump in mine, I cussed his fuck ass out, and he ain't been in there since. Listen, my only thing is DJ is the most high. He's very hyper, so I mean, I probably could do it, but but he's really hyper, and I'm just afraid that they kind of like mess it up and not even intentionally do it. Okay, thank y'all for responding. I was wondering if people eat beans like that. Yeah. Listen, beans is considered a struggle meal. Beans is considered or can be a struggle meal. Y'all, please do me a huge favor, mash that like button. Also, too, if you'd like to bless the platform, you can. The Cash App is there, the Venmo and Zelle. And I do appreciate you guys for your support and your love. I do. Ooh. Um, and one of my favorites is actually red beans and rice. Like that is my favorite thing to cook is red beans. Well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing to cook, but it's one of my favorite things to cook. Let's put it that way. Red beans and rice with some fried chicken. Oh, baby, get your life, get your life, get your life, get your life. What happened? Sugar free makes you crave more sugar. I believe it. Yeah, make it I am in Philly. Philly. Not a struggle. It can be considered a struggle meal, honey. We do. I'm just letting you know. Round here, around these parts, growing up, listen. And my mama, one thing I knew is that them beans was gonna stretch us, and I was gonna eat them every time. Especially if my mama made some. If my mama made some frozen wings, some beans, some rice, and some cornbread. Oh, it was a wrap, honey. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. Did you eat good? Did. Did. Oh man, what ICE is doing out here is sad. Did y'all see that they threatened to arrest the press that's out there? This is why I was saying earlier this morning, like, bro, we got other things to be concerned about. They are literally attempting to arrest press and telling them that they cannot be out there. How come they cannot? Press be out at war and everything else. I don't understand that whatsoever. Y'all, it's getting dangerous out there. My lima beans ain't no struggle meal after I had added my turkey tails to them. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me, Miss Catherine. I'm just saying some beans be a struggle meal. Ooh, excuse me. Maybe pinto beans or something. She said not a lima bean. Okay, my bad. Ooh. Baby, you got me together about them lima beans, ain't it? My bad. You know, you're a little rich, honey. Got you some turkey tails and stuff in there. Okay, all right. All right. My bad. Y'all see Miss Catherine just got me together about them. Y'all see Miss Catherine just got me together about them beans, honey. She said there ain't no struggle meal, honey. I was like, oh, okay. We used to have that for our school lunch in New Orleans. We had red beans on Mondays, po' boys, gumbo. God, dog, what kind of school you had went to? What you picking? I mean, some of y'all is rich, honey. Some of y'all is rich. What kind of school you had went to be eating like that? Shit, we got them stale cold chicken sandwiches, honey. Them stale fries, a chocolate milk or a white milk, whichever one you want. Baby, some watered down juice. Girl. You must be talking about one of them. What kind of school they got that in New Orleans? Honey, they got you gumbo and fried turkey wings and oh my god, smothered hamburger steaks over there and everything. They had all that down to the school. She, not us, not us. Oh, you bringing back memories. I used to go home so hungry. So hungry. Oh, y'all. That was just so disrespectful. Why my stomach just growled? You don't eat no beans, symmetry. Oh, I love beans, honey. I love beans. Right. I don't know what kind of school you had went to, because, oh, honey. That was our culture down. They fed us good in public school. Wow. We had pizza and ranch at our school too. That pizza was not good though. That pizza was not good. And y'all, the best thing in high school, I mean not in high school, but the best thing in school when I was eating the lunch, the best was the breakfast. On Mondays, I knew we was gonna get pig in the blankets. On Tuesdays, I know they was gonna give us coffee cake. On Wednesday, I knew they was gonna give us cinnamon rolls. On Thursday, we got that breakfast pizza, and on Fridays, they used to give us, I can't remember, maybe some old pig in the blankets or something. One time of the week, they would always repeat whatever they gave us on Monday on Friday. But I know on Wednesdays, I ain't never missed school on Wednesdays or missed breakfast on Wednesdays. I'm getting my cinnamon roll. I'm getting my cinnamon roll. And I hope somebody don't come to school so I can get theirs too. I don't remember having no sloppy joes at lunch. Baby, y'all ate good right now in school. I don't remember that. And don't let us go on no field trip. Don't let us go on no field trip, because you know what they're gonna give us? Some cold ass sandwiches and stuff. I don't want no damn sandwich, lady. You think I really want a sandwich? What's wrong with you? You want no damn sandwich? Hell, you eat a sandwich. I want no damn sandwich. Yeah, we had spaghetti. That spaghetti was nasty. All that food back then was nasty, y'all. I really, mm-mm. I used to tell my mama how nasty that food was. Mm-mm. Y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Whatever they doing around there in the course today is kind of getting to me. Because, girl, I could be studying. Y'all doing too much game playing. We had the best pizza too. I went to school in the 90s. Things have since changed. Yeah, they definitely changed back in my heyday. But my nephew, clearly he liked the food down there. Of course he can't tell me, but he tend to like the foods. He be eating it, wolfing it down, child. I be asking him, was it good? Now they do feed them really good at this. summer camp. I mean, he ain't there this week, the rest of the week, but at the summer camp, they feed them good. Oh, we did have cheeseburger days. I do remember that. We did have cheeseburger days. We had chili dog days. Um, well, most of the time, hamburger and hot dog day was the same day. I do remember that. Oh yeah, baby, he eats down. Do you hear me? He eats down. Oh yeah, they did used to give us chocolate donuts, and I remember that. And I grew up not hating hating chocolate donuts. You know, chocolate donut. Bring me a glazed donut. Uh-uh. What y'all doing all that barking for? And who up in here? Are y'all watching TV? What's up? Are you watching TV? Hey, cut all that out. The people down, they don't hear all that. They don't hear all that. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Oh boy. You better stop. And what you want to talk about? She's doing all that. Did y'all hear them cutting up? Did y'all hear them cutting up? You better quit that talking back. They love talking back, child. Okay, look like we got an update. Let's see. Um, they are a mix of husky and German Shepherd. They are a mix. All right, let's see what's going on up in here. Defense attorney Tenny Garagos suggested that Jane told prosecutors that she enjoyed just about every time with Combs during the hotel nights. During hotel nights, the portion of me and him, yes, I love that part, Jane responded. She testified that they would have some alone time for about 30 minutes to an hour before the entertainer came after they left. Came and after they left, my bad. She enjoyed when the two of them would make love. Jane confirmed that Combs gave her the attention and affection that she wanted during the hotel nights. He's the most affectionate during these nights, she testified, adding that he wasn't generally that affectionate. Yeah. Oh, I did see that they was trying to get rid of juror number 6. I read that this morning. Whoever juror number 6 is, they is trying to get rid of him. That wasn't DJ. That was Dez. So it's 3: Dez, Angel, and DJ. DJ doesn't typically bark like that. Like he's the opposite. He'll get the wagging his tail and he'll come put his body on me or whatever. But them and Angel, she'll talk. She'll be like, and then Dez, he do all the barking. So that's who you heard barking. DJ don't bark like that. DJ only barks if he's like outside and he sees somebody or sees something. He'll bark then. Why are they trying to get rid of juror number 6? Let me see if they got it on here. Let me scroll down. They was talking about it earlier. Oh, where did I read that at? Where did I read that at? Hold on. I can still tell you though, child. Give me 1 second. Okay. So let's get into it. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Where did I read that? I literally just read about that this morning. Mm, I know they said that Diddy was juror number 6 said that they got stuff to do. Do me up this trial. I've been on the phone. What did I miss? They were trying to get rid of dogs be talking too much. Yep, and you know huskies, they love talking, trying to talk back. But anyway, juror number 6, they are trying to get rid of juror number 6, but I can't remember where I read this at. Andre, are you still in here? Can you give us a summary of why they trying to get rid of juror number 6? I don't know where I read that at. Was it on Twitter? Let's see. That was this morning. Okay, here we go. So earlier, we can just read all this real quick. So I guess this is when the judge was talking about all the other stuff. So judge says on rule that Jane notes reflected alleged fraud and induced her into hotel nights are miserable, despite the defense's arguments. Ms. Bongalongalonga said that so that was about the incident. AU says Mr. Steele also moved for a mistrial. Well, he said that he was going to move. And then they said, we object to juror number 6 being stricken. It's under seal, but everyone will be heard. So I really don't know what it was. I think that's what I read. So I really don't know why they were trying to get rid of them at all. I'm gonna have to figure it out while I'm on lunch. Yeah, so it seems like I'm assuming maybe the government can ask for one of the jurors to be stricken or whatever, and then Combs, they objected to it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get some tea and some information. Um, those kids today have horrible lunches. My daughter, yeah, they do have horrible lunches. Like I said, I think my nephew like it. I mean, he goes to a decent school. Um, it's not a private school, but it's a they gotta wear uniforms and all that kind of stuff. But they tend to feed them good, honey. Today is just very interesting over there in the courts to me. Conflict and biased. Mm. And who knows? That could have been who Diddy was looking at, because they kept saying that Diddy was looking at the jury and stuff. So my interpretation said, I'm not. I have better things to do with my time. That's what a couple of people been saying. A couple of people been saying that. Y'all definitely mash that like button. If you'd like to bless the platform, you know how. Capture app, $ chip done too, or please don't put check Don too. It's Chef Don too. Y'all know that's what Wanda called me. She can't even say chef. She say check Don. Check Don. Who? Check Don. Who? Check Don. Who is Check Don? Oh gosh. Now I did see them say something about smirking, that juror number 6 was smirking during that's what it was. I read that somewhere. Okay, now it's coming back to me. I read something about smirking and um doing excessive whispering while the while the while the while Jane Doe was testifying. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. It was they was smirking and giggling while um while Jane was on the stand. And apparently they was doing it too much. Yeah. That's what it was. Now it's come back to me. I did read this morning. They said it was a smirk. Smirking and passing letters and notes and stuff, which I know that the jury passed notes all the time, but they were doing it excessively from my understanding. I don't know. I do have a list of the jurors, but I can't think off the top of my head if it's a if it's a white whitening. But they would boom along 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 boom along 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 boom along boom. Okay, it's definitely time for the retwist time. It's actually time for me to wash my hair real good, detox it, and wash it real good. That's what I need to do. Detox and a good wash in a good condition. Um, is that the one that's paying a lot of attention to Diddy? Um, I don't know about that, but I know Diddy was doing stuff to the jury, and the judge said if he do it again, he gonna be right back there looking through a glass or on Zoom. That's what happened with that Nature Boy dude. The judge said the next time you make another um gesture over there to the jury, I'm kicking you out of my courtroom, and you ain't never coming back in here. I don't even want you in here when I sentence you. And sure enough, when he got sentenced from over there at the jail that he was at on Zoom. And y'all, that was a big old trial. I mean, it wasn't as big as YSL, but it was a big trial. Oh, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Latoya Luckett looked real good last night in her dress. Um, styled by styled by um Jay Boland. Oh, this look good. Southern chicken scampi with creamy Parmesan grits. That look good. Oh, we got an update. We got an update. Oh, we got an update. Jane confirmed that she was okay with the hotel nights being filmed, and that Sean Diddy Combs told her that the videos were just for the two of them. Till it wasn't. You put on a good show for him in these videos because you knew that he would watch them back. Defense attorney Tenny Garregos asked. Yes, Jane responded. Okay, so this recipe calls for boneless, skinless chicken breast, thinly sliced. You could use chicken thighs if that's the case, but anyway. 4 cloves of garlic, 1 shallot, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/4 tablespoon of crushed red pepper, half a tablespoon of butter, 1/4 a cup of dried wine or cooking wine, lemon juice, the zest of a lemon, parsley, salt, pepper to taste. Y'all was talking about salt and pepper to taste. That's one thing y'all not gonna see on my. Y'all not finna see that on my thing. I'm gonna tell you salt and pepper to taste. Baby, add your little garlic powder, little onion powder. Girl, y'all would just want to use salt and pepper. Just add your little salt and pepper on there. No, add more seasoning. There's more seasoning that exists than salt and pepper. Shout out to the salt and pepper. I don't know why they came to my mind. I was about to start singing this song. All right, and remember, guys, I'm gonna take the evening to study. I have some other stuff I need to do as well, so I appreciate that. Right on the Zoom. Act up in this courthouse if you want to. Affirmations of a real one. Man. Baby, my stomach is touching my back, yeah. My stomach is touching my back. Oh, and congratulations to Sonny. I saw that Moses is out of jail. Congratulations. All right, y'all. I'm sharing Pam's live stream so that you guys could check out Pam the Law Intellect. I want to share her live stream because, again, I told you guys I'm going to take the evening to study. And then tomorrow I am going to be going in the morning half, and then I'll be back after lunch. But y'all, I sure gotta talk about Brian Karn. Brian Karn done been exposed out here, y'all. Do y'all know who Brian Karn is? Oh, I had shrimp tacos last week, Mama Bees. I had them shrimp tacos by 3 days straight. They was so fire. Oh, and I had made me a coleslaw too. I made shrimp tacos, coleslaw, and I made a chipotle aioli sauce to go on the tacos, baby. Oh, gave me my life. Prophet Brian Karn. Some people may not know who he is. Lately, there's been a video floating around of him praying for a child, or he was praying for the parent. The parent was holding the child, and he like he kind of put his hand down the child's face, like, I don't know how to explain it, but he kind of was putting his hand on the face child like he was praying for him. Well, the child hit the man. So you may have seen that video floating around, but that's what I'm talking about. But child, it's a scandal out about him. Some girl that came out about a 10-year relationship that they allegedly had. No, we got to talk about it. Y'all know we got to talk about it. Yeah, that was too funny. That baby said, "Don't touch me like that." That baby hit him right back. He hit the baby back too. That baby said, "I don't know. You don't put your hands on me." That was funny. It was funny. It was cute. Some people was taking it too far, but I thought it was cute. That baby don't know. That baby don't know that he praying for folks. Jane confirmed that there were a couple of occasions when Sean Diddy Combs ended a hotel night early when she vocalized that she wanted to stop. She testified that there were a few rare occasions when Combs agreed to dismissing the entertainer when she wasn't attracted to or comfortable with them, but only after she tried to have sexual interactions with them for a period of time. Defense attorney Tini Gallegos tried to suggest that Combs readily agreed to dismiss the man when she wasn't comfortable, but Jane pushed back that she had to endure actual interactions with the man first. Child. He was exposed for a relationship that he had with this lady. She put out their text messages and everything. We'll talk about it for sure. I mean, everybody already know Brian Carnes' history. Y'all are familiar with who he is. Everybody know his history. Listen. But one thing I will say about that man is sometimes he is funny as hell. He the pastor that got up one time, the choir was getting ready to sing The Blood Still Works, and he said, "I know y'all know another song besides this one. Every Sunday y'all want to sing this song. Are y'all rehearsing?" Brian Carr don't do them people like that. They trying to sing for the master. You were asking if they didn't rehearse. They finished up yesterday with nobody being convicted of those men unaliving after promising the family justice. Is so sad. Oh, y'all talking about the YSL case? What is okay. On me? Okay, wait a minute. I knew what I was gonna do. Okay, here we go. Affirmations of a real one. Oh, I will say that this what's the name look good too, but nah, I'm gonna stick with what I got. Oh yeah, they definitely Sly Stone, yeah, he passed away yesterday, y'all. Is it me or did the prosecution provide doubt regarding Jane Doe? Absolutely, is and that's why the defense is hounding in on it. Absolutely. Listen, I think she provided doubt, honestly, just based on her testimony itself. But I told y'all everything that she was saying, I knew that the defense was going to use with her cross. And I feel like they taking it light on her right now. But by this evening, and I'm gonna keep up with it, but by this evening, I guarantee you, probably after lunch, they're gonna tear in. They ready to tear in. Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, so why do this lady want to go back and forth with me? I told her I'm done, but on Instagram, y'all know the little baby memes and stuff. So, girl, um, while I'm sitting there, I look at the comments, and one of the girls comment up under my comment section talking about this is not cute. They need to stop doing this. This is really distracting because y'all do know that Didi is on trial. What the hell she said that to me for? So I responded back and I said, you do understand that there are more things going on than Diddy being on trial, right? Girl, no one is looking at this as that. Folks are using this as a comedic relief to help lighten up whatever, what's going on. Like, girl, get out of here. I told her, lighten the hell up. Hell, some of y'all take life way too serious and too deep, and you don't even know how to laugh, girl. Everybody been laughing at them doggone babies, and here you go being a Debbie Downer or negative Nancy. Somebody talk about uh you do know that Diddy is on trial. Yeah, I know damn well that Diddy on trial. I've been knowing that because I've been covering all 20 days. Nice try. If I was a juror at this point, I wouldn't be able to convict. Honestly, it's not a quality that everybody chooses to be, though, chef. That's true. That's true. This is not high school, and some of these people act like um right. I just was like, girl, calm down. Everybody, I mean, there's so much going on in this world. If you go talk about the Diddy case, talk about everything going on. Instead of being a negative Nancy girl, what else do you got to do other than being on Instagram responding to my message from 4 days ago? I mean, not my message, my comment from 4 days ago. Girl, I have more important stuff going on in my world, but Puff's addictions. Yeah, I mean, we're here covering it, right? But I also cover other stuff. So um I know if this gets too much, I know how to pull back. And I know y'all know how to pull back. If it's too much for you, you pull back. Oh, I need to call Malcolm. That's what I need to do. Oh, write this down in my notepad. All right. Okay, that's done. Coolio. have no clue what is going on over there in the courts, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. Um, I did share Pam on my community wall. So if you guys would like to check out Pam, Pam is also covering it. Hold on, I'm gonna give you guys a list of people that you can choose. Let's see, is Simone's still alive? Girl, is that legal? Okay, Simone is still alive. Let me share her video. This is the link to Simone. Let me get y'all Pam's link. Is Pam in? As soon as I came out here. Let me see if I can hook up this mic. Hold on one. Pam look like she working. But I'm gonna still go. I'm gonna send y'all over there as well. Let me see, Pam. Okay, Pam. Um, he's a white guy. You guys may not be into him, but he always has. He always speaks on these types of things. His name is JLR Investigates. He's one that I watch as well. Um, let's see. So yeah, this is just to help you so that you'll have coverage as you know watch. So I'm gonna end it here because ain't no updates, and I could use this time to study and work on my lunch and everything. I actually am about to go for a walk and then come back and study. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Okay, tomorrow afternoon. Um, y'all know I got bad test 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 anxiety, and y'all, I will freeze up when it come time to take this test. So, um, please, if you guys do not mind, make sure to like this video, share, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, also subscribe to the backup page or the second page, which is DonDon Unfiltered. And with that being said, guys, I am going to she on now covering the case. Okay, thought so. Okay. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for understanding what I got going on, and I will see you guys later. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.